concrete steps for a solo researcher that wants to do this. Because this one is intimidated, right? Even if you're in a small organization, like if I'm the only researcher, how do I go about this? And I feel that you have both the experience of implementing something in a large organization, but at the same time, you were the first one and the only one for a while doing this. So maybe share like a bit of advice.
Yeah, it's scary. It's intimidating, right? Like how do you begin to categorize all this data, especially if you have a lot? Some of the things that I mentioned a little bit earlier, I think one, like, don't sweat it. Like, I know it's scary to think about, and we're worried about making mistakes and about creating a lot of potential noise amongst your data. But, you know, any taxonomy or any organization and attempt that you make is going to be an improvement over the current state of the world, which is to say there's little organization or a lot of siloing. The second thing that I would say is create a seed, but don't overthink it. What a lot of what we started, I sat with my team, and if you're working as an individual, this is something that, you know, you'll have to do on your own. But the advantage that you might have as an individual is you have a 20,000 feet view of everything that you've done. So you know your data best. And so going back and looking through whether you've done affinity diagramming sessions or you're looking at keywords that came up a lot in your summaries or in your raw notes with your participants, or common pain points that came up in usability testing, start with those. And if that is a little tough, I actually just honestly started with the information architecture of our product. Like, IA is a great starting point because, right, we all have it. Like, all of our products have navigation of some sort. And as soon as you start thinking about taxonomy at that high level, you've already got a framework and that skeleton in place where you can say, okay, like underneath security, we've got API access management, we've got mobile administration, and then we've got directories over here. And inside directories, we've got applications and people and integrations. And all those things, the gears will start turning and you're like, okay, I know we have these, potential issues that we've spotted in this part of the product before, and you'll feel it start to tumble out. So a combination of using your product as a foundation, using your past research as a foundation, and not sweating it too much. The last part of it, I will say, is kind of commit to making it an ongoing cadence of scrubbing. So like I try to do once a month to go in there and take a look at the tags and the properties that we've assigned and see how are we doing. Like, are there a lot of orphan tags and properties that maybe don't have any assignment to them that were just made, or maybe there's only one or two? Are there ones that are combined? Like for us, it's admin and admins with an S. So like, can we consolidate those into a single tag or property? And look for patterns that way. Because one, that'll help keep things tidy. And two, it will also make you more aware of how your team talks about your own product. And that'll also help build your taxonomy over time. So those would be kind of the tips I would give. I know that's a lot. It's something that definitely is not a big bang. Like, you do it gradually.
Slowly, correct.